I'm Inikka Dalton.
And I'm Maddie Ashlock. This is our presentation on Reverend Dr. Chief Anna Frank for our Alaska Native Studies class, The History of Colonization in Alaska, the Indigenous Response. We would like to start with a land acknowledgement. We acknowledge the Alaska Native nations whose land we reside on. The University of Alaska Fairbanks campus resides on the ancestral land of Trothyadaya, which is located on the lands of the Dina people of the lower Tanana River. We also acknowledge the land where Dr. Reverend Chief Anna Frank grew up and resided upon. She is from Old Minto. Located 50 miles south of Fairbanks on the Tanana River, Old Minto is on the traditional lands of the Tanana Athabascan peoples.
We would like to share a little bit about Reverend Dr. Chief Anna Frank's life. She was born and raised in Old Minto, a community of less than 200 people. She grew up learning from elders in her community and how to live a subsistence lifestyle. She learned skills like how to trap muskrat and fish. Growing up, she heard of and saw how her community and family were impacted by trauma. From her experience, she saw a lack of resources and knowledge for trauma counseling. After her friends left her village to go to boarding schools, she felt like she wanted to find an education for herself as well. She moved to Fairbanks at the age of 15, where she married her husband, and together they raised their 4 children. She sought out an education in Fairbanks, where she got her GED. She worked as a health aide in Minto for some time before Tanana Chiefs Conference asked her to become a health educator for them. She was then trained to be a counselor and traveled to villages to help people who were struggling with a range of issues. She helped to create the first health education department for Tanana Chiefs Conference, and she used her background of and her experience of helping people in her own community and her family who were impacted by trauma. She grew up in the Episcopalian Church and drifted in and out of the church. When she moved back to the village later in life, she wanted to get more involved with her church and the community. They asked if she wanted to be ordained as a deacon, and she agreed. Later, the bishop asked if she wanted to be ordained as a priest, and she agreed again. She was the first Native woman to be ordained as an Episcopal priest in Alaska. She worked and traveled as a priest for many years. In 2019, Anna was awarded an honorary doctorate in law for her work and contributions to the community.
Anna's work centers around trauma healing, primarily for Alaska Native women. She takes a holistic approach to healing and emphasizes the importance of acknowledging and recognizing trauma. As she says, quote, "You cannot heal what you do not acknowledge." Her work centers around storytelling as she shares her own past and her facing of trauma head on. She provides a safe place for those she helps, which is vital to the healing process. Since her retirement, she has not stopped her advocacy work. She helps navigate elders on end of life care and works to end the elder housing crisis. She navigates this through an unwavering emphasis on respect and dignity. Her work also centers around the impacts of climate change. As she says, quote, "Climate change is happening and it is happening fast, but we have the knowledge to adapt. We've been doing it for generations. It's about teaching the younger ones to be strong and adapt positively." Anna places an important emphasis on mentorship. She believes teaching the younger generation leadership skills is vital to the continuation of knowledge in the building of community. As she says, quote, "It is important to pass on what we know. That's how our traditions survive." Anna leaves a legacy of strength and love. In her life, she demonstrates resilience in the face of challenges and shows deep care and compassion towards all. She has impacted Alaska and the world with a combination of fortitude and kindness.
We hope to be inspired by the life of Anna Frank and the work that she has done and continues to do. Thank you for watching.